Boys and girls, Alex back again. Be prepared to get confused by another one of my stupid ideas and videos. If you followed my last two, which had to do with a ZCI insert, which is basically, instead of just a simple zero clearance one piece, well, theoretically one piece, although it's made up of a few others, I replace it with this two piece, which is also bullshit because that in itself is two piece, that's three piece, if you allow that for four piece plus the hardware. But anyway, effectively it's that's one piece, or sorry, that's one piece, this is another piece. When I brought the blade up on this, while it did a perfect cut and all that, there was just a bit of tear out on this. Now I haven't bothered to sand this down a bit, and theoretically it shouldn't, it's just furry tear out, so it shouldn't do a great thing. However, I did hint at putting a board across it, bringing it up through there and therefore eliminating the tear out. Well, that's bullshit because to me that's wasting material. For a start, I've got to have a long piece that straddles the tabletop, and when you bring the blade out, it's going to be in the middle here somewhere, which basically renders this whole board absolutely useless, which is ridiculous. So I was thinking of how the hell can I at least restrict it. Anyway, I've come up with this little unit. Now what it consists of is, hopefully this is going, I did hint at a ZCI for the ZCI. Now my intention is to, because hopefully that's all that's going to be wasted, is to somehow hold that down there, and when the blade raises, this is going to act as a zero clearance insert for this zero clearance insert. No, I'm not stuttering. Now what I've come up with is this little jig gadget to hold it, hopefully to be held in place by mag switches. Now it is held down to the table by mag switches, but I've actually tested how it fits on the table, but I haven't actually tested it in use. So the way it's supposed to work is, let's grab a couple of mag switches from my feather board. The intention is to somehow hold that down. Now this is the problem I've just faced with, which I didn't consider when I was designing this, of how do I actually align this to make sure it's over the top of that insert without doing too much, with the majority of the damage done to this instead of that. Now I expect it to go through the top, but hopefully it only cuts a curve and there's going to be enough room in there to support, even though there's going to be as I said, a saw cut through there. And if I need a different curve, I'll get a new one of these, and it should be supportable around the perimeter of that. Again, who knows, you're the first one to see it, but the point is, how do I make sure that's centered there? Now I've got a couple of holes there for alignment, and I've got a couple of marks there. What I'm going to do, just as a first exercise, is line those marks up with the back of this and bring this front edge right up to there. Look, I haven't done too much maths on it, but that should hopefully give us enough clearance. Now let's put that up. Hang on, I'll have to get over the other side, grab a mag switch and make sure that's lined up through the hole there. Oh, this is fun. As in, then if I know what's going to happen, here we go. That's got the back lined up. Let's throw in a mag switch. Oh, for all it's worth, what I've actually done is I've made a number of these packers to hold the mag switch rather than waste a lot of wood. However, the clearance there is 19mm, and of course bloody what's his name, MDF comes 6mm, 3 layers is 18mm, and if I just use the 3 layers, it'd be floating in there. So what I had to do was try and pack this out by another 2mm. The way I did it, because my laser, though not comfortably, will cut 9mm MDF. I got some MDF, I dressed it down or sanded it down, or well, I thicknessed it down to 7mm, cut those out, and they become these top pieces. And I'm hoping that'll do. Although it's actually not quite 19mm, it's more like 19.5. But these mag switches are strong enough that even though they don't actually bottom out onto the thing, they're holding that really well. Now I've got these two, and I thought, look, I might put 2 on the edges here just to give it that little bit of a extra thing. But however, having said that, boy, I'm yakking, not thinking. That's already got a kerf in it, you don't need to use that. I'm going to use my narrow one and see what happens. Hang on, I'll just screw this down. And again, you mightn't think much of that, but yesterday when I was just taking still pictures of this, that bloody screw banged down there, and if it wasn't for this magnetic thing to try and dig it out, I'd have to ferret through all the sawdust, because the dust extraction doesn't get all the sawdust out, it leaves quite a bit in there. Okay, now let's try that again. Hang on, I'll have to get up the other side again, line this up. Being a new video, I don't mind wasting a bit of time, although I shouldn't be doing it, I know. Here we go. There. Okay, click, click. I've got to get 2 more mag switches for there. Again, I don't know whether this will work, how well this will happen. In fact, that mag switch is actually over the plate there, but it's still strong enough to hold down. Now this one, actually, I should trim it out because I've got to jiggle that around to... There you are. Okay, now let's give it a go. Well, of course I've got the camera on, otherwise I've been wasting my time. Turn this on, close my eye. And off with that. Well, let's wait for the blade to stop, and now we can hopefully, has it stopped? Yep. Undo the mag switches, take it out, and holy shit, smooth as a baby's bum. Now, let's get these mag switches off and flip this over and see where it went. Now that I've got this reference line, I can maybe put in different packers. Because you see, with this, if I wanted to do a 1/8 inch, I could probably use that for a 1/8 inch, because it's going to, theoretically the edge will be level with that and it'll be a little bit further over. However, having said that, I could always flip it over that way and use that, so it's a dual purpose one. And honestly, wow, I am quite impressed with that. That is, as I said, smooth as a baby's bum. Look, I'm not going to waste any more time. This is because I've got a laser. I could do this. Makes it easy. Sorry, when I say could do this, makes it easy because to shape some of these is difficult. If you haven't got a laser, well, shit, sacrifice a board. Now, to me, that much MDF is going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than that. Not, honestly, that I'm super money conscious. I actually hate that when people say, oh, I buy this because it's cheap. I don't want to waste money, but I'm not going to go the cheapest. However, the thought of just wasting good timber, although it's only pine, versus a little bit of MDF, and I have enough scraps off the MDF that I could probably, I've got enough scraps up there to make about 100 of these and not even dent my scrap list. Shit, anyway, I've ranted and rambled. It works, I love it. Uru, keep safe. Catch you next time when I sort of have a few vinos and think of something else stupid to make. Bye.